All right, we're live. Who would like to recap last session?
We never left the house. The end. I mean, we were
4 hours.
Yeah, we were in a house getting ready to rest, and I don't remember what we did before we started to rest. I know that Tacitus was carrying bodies up to a bedroom, but that may have been the session before last. They found a body under the bed just after Ivar went to sleep, but it wasn't clear. It seemed to be somebody from the battlefield. It wasn't clear how he got there. There did seem to be a little bit of a blood trail, but it's not clear where it was coming from. Tacitus searched around and did find a little secret compartment, but it just had the life savings of this dead, impoverished family in it. We all had very disturbing dreams. Ivar dreamed he was getting beaten up and assumed it was probably Elmorn, but it turned out it wasn't. Some slime or ooze-like creature had escaped from vials in the potion bandolier he had picked up on the battleground and had grown to prodigious size. So it wound up leaving black welts on his skin where it burned him, but he did manage to wriggle free from it. Then everyone burst into the room and we fought that, eventually killing it. What else happened? We're all, because of the bad dreams, we're all disfigured in some way or other. Ivar, the only one I remember is Ivar's. He has cloudy eyes, so we're all at -2 on our D20 rolls.
Right. What were the rest of you guys afflicted with?
I don't even remember anymore.
They all blend in together at some point.
We all almost died. And we haven't even left the house.
Right. Petrie had siren crabs in his skin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The crabs.
Elmorn is bald and now constantly struggling for breath. But those are the only ones I wrote down.
Yeah. Martha's teeth fell out, I think.
I'm a different color. I'm like jaundiced.
You're like jaundiced, and I think you smell really bad.
I don't remember that part. I don't like that part.
Maybe it was something else. There was. Let me check real quick. Let me open up my trusty taint book.
And was there any?
I have a weak stomach.
Was there any disfiguring to that guy who's with us? Bellathorn or whatever his name is?
Farragon.
Oh, yeah, he got away with it. I remember that.
No disfigurement. And you guys know that he's been in the Mournland for quite some time. So what you guys are experiencing, it aligns with what you've heard in terms of some of the qualities and diseases or things that begin to happen the longer that you're in the Mournland. It starts with the body and then it ends up going into the mind at some point. But Baragon seems to be free of the effects, and he's definitely been there for, if not 1 year, then more.
Is there a way?
He's not feeling great because he got beat the hell up by that.
Yeah, he's currently unconscious still.
Is there a way? Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. You were speaking.
I was gonna say, can Martha make an insight check to see if Baragon is truly alive, or whether or not it's a figment of our imagination?
I was going to similarly say he's in league with the Mournlands. Burn
him. So before I get to there, I remember what it was now. Tacitus, your right arm is like twitchy and kind of shaking.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Not 100% control there with your right arm.
Yeah, I need my arms. Why you gotta fuck with that?
And then, so Martha, you want to see if he's like a figment of your imagination?
Yeah.
All right. So, oh, hey, Otto.
Hey, guess what? You're, being mutilated some more.
We were just discussing your baldness, as in Elmorn's baldness.
Yeah. Did you watch the last session?
Hello?
Hey,
We can hear you.
Did I watch the last session?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to watch the feed?
Oh, no.
All right. So
oh,
quick recap. You woke up with scary dreams and are now affected by the taint of the Mornland. It's affected each of you differently. I'll let everybody describe their particular nastiness, but for you, all of your hair has fallen out, including like your eyebrows and everything.
Oh.
And you are constantly fighting for breath. It's like you don't have enough oxygen, and it's like a constant struggle to breathe.
It's like I have to remind myself to breathe.
Yes, actually, that's something that I deal with at night when I sleep. It sucks.
There we go.
oh.
It's weird.
That's what everyone deals with now, too. You guys are kin.
Yes. So the way that manifests is everybody has a -2 to all D20 rolls, but because you guys all rested, you no longer have any of the exhaustion effects.
-2 to all D20 rolls?
Yes.
So basically my aura, whatever, is nullified.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's not nullified because it still gives everybody a +2, but it cancels out, so now it's just normal when they're within 10 feet.
Okay.
But so you guys all got afflicted with that. You had some bad dreams. Tacitus found a dead body under the bed where he put the other bodies on top of, and it reminded Tacitus of the soldier that he thought that he saw moving on the battleground after fighting the carcass crab.
Listen, I know I saw it. Okay.
Right.
Yes, so did I.
Yes, Petrie definitely concurs, so you know it's legit. But then, in the middle of the night, there was this sound of pop, 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 and this massive black ooze grew out of the potions, some of the potions that Ivar had grabbed from the bandolier. And began attacking him, and you guys were fighting this thing. And then the guy Barragond that you were with got knocked out.
Oh yeah, Barragon.
What's that?
I said, oh yeah, Barragon.
Yeah. He got knocked out, but you guys managed to survive. You got rid of it. And then Petrie spent almost all of his spell slots healing everybody. And also, Elmorn was revealed that his halberd, which can grow, can also hit things through walls.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you played Elmorn, I'm assuming, and then revealed this?
Yeah.
Well, because you remember how your halberd works, right? With that gem that you attach from the kobold, it doesn't actually grow. It creates a portal that you stick it through, and it comes out the other end.
Oh wait, I mean what? I have a gem that.
That's how your halberd can grow or hit farther.
Right. Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
That's what she said.
Yeah, you open a hole, you stick it through the hole, it comes out the other hole.
Yeah.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah, you open the hole, you jab it in there, and you hear some screaming.
So So yeah, you guys have just had this happen. Barragond, although his wounds have largely been healed by Petrie, he's still knocked unconscious. Also, whatever impact the Mournlands is having on healing magic is starting to strengthen as you guys are caught within the Mournlands longer. As Petrie not only had the healing spells that he used were not only halved, but he had to make a check for each spell that he cast to make sure that it got cast. So Barragond, or not Barragond. So Martha, you are going to examine Barragond to make sure that he's not just a figment of your imagination. So what were you going to do to try and do that? Like how are you going to figure this out?
That's a good question. I really didn't have a plan of attack. It was more of amusing. So I would say to the group at large, how do we know this Barragond isn't real? He looks totally fine.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know what afflicted everybody else. Part of it.
You might guess that Elmore or that Martha lost his teeth.
Oh, okay.
Ivar has cloudy eyes.
Seems like you got off lucky.
I am an archer.
A cloudy-eyed archer, yeah.
And then Tacitus, what's going on with you? What's Elmorn seeing when he looks over at you?
Dude, my hair was everything, just so you know. Okay.
He was Samson until
Yeah, I've actually lost all my strength now.
Tacitus is rather yellow and orange.
Not blue, dabba dee dabba die.
Nope. And then the right arm every once in a while just kind of twitches.
I'm sorry, guys. I keep trying to adjust my camera because it's a piece of shit.
We've noticed.
I know. I'm trying new things.
Everybody do that, Elmorn.
the whole game.
All right. And Petrie, what is your affliction?
So it's not out of the usual that you see Petrie with his hands down his pants, but it's a hell of a lot more often now. He's and he keeps on complaining about crabs. So
The nightmare gave you crabs. You had sex with the nightmare?
Maybe had sex with me.
The nightmare, that's what I called her.
All right, sorry.
Have you guys seen what
they do in the dark? Yeah.
What we do in the shadows?
Oh, yeah.
That's right, yeah. The Beast.
The Beast.
That movie's hilarious.
Yeah.
Is this movie on any of the streaming services yet?
It's actually on
Amazon
Amazon Prime.
Oh, perfect. I'll check that out.
It's definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, it'll be probably one of the best hour and a half that you'll spend.
Jermaine Clement and Waika Taiki or whatever. Yeah.
Taika
Waititi.
That's what I work with. A lot of them are named things like that.
He's the dude that did Thor Ragnarok.
He's a Kiwi.
Ah.
Yeah.
That explains that.
You know, one of Brendan's people.
Hey,
Almost.
We're
close.
We're not cavemen. We're convicts, all right?
Oh, dude.
You have to swim through sharks to get to where they are.
All right.
So basically, what you missed last session was we rested.
And we're about to rest again.
Yeah, and we're out of resources now.
Inside that house, right? So have we moved out of the house yet?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Still raining.
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Still raining, and we're about to have to rest again because that spell, the living spell ooze, is what it was. Beat the hell out of us.
Oh yeah, we did drag that body. We dragged it and threw it outside, and it did get covered in the rain glass.
Wait,
Oh,
which
yeah.
body?
The one we found under the bed.
I thought there were multiple like there was a family huddled up in the house.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
them, and then there was another body we found
Oh, why'd you throw it out?
Because
because we didn't trust it.
It just appeared out of
But don't
nowhere under
forget-
the bed.
There's 3 more bodies we should probably put outside.
Wait, nothing happened to Egg, right?
No, Egg is fine.
Good.
But also bald.
He might look a little green around the edges, though, as if
No.
he's going bad a little bit.
No, just maturing.
But yeah, so the body that was found under the bed, unlike the other bodies in the house, this one was not desiccated, and it was clearly a Syrian soldier, the likes of which were. The body was preserved very much similarly to other soldiers that you found in the valley where you fought the carcass crab.
Does this recognize the soldier?
Yeah, as one that I saw moving in that valley from before.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I'm all cut up now. Thanks, guys.
yeah, that's why we threw it out.
Yeah,
I saw it. It disappeared,
makes
and
sense.
then we found it here. So yeah,
Yeah, same here.
gave no indication of being alive, so we tossed it out.
I imagine that it's like frozen in glass, stuck in the position of just having its ass up, face down.
Probably.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
All right, so you guys are still in this house. It is very clearly still raining. You have just woken up from your slumber to deal with this attack that was put upon Ivar. Petrie, for the most part, has healed many of the wounds to the best of his ability using his spells.
I'd like to see if I can rouse the gentleman who is currently unconscious.
Oh, no. Just wait 1 second.
What?
Wait
Yeah.
1 second. We're trying to figure out if he's still a figure of our imagination.
Well,
Yeah. Is
this is a great way to figure that out. I think.
he not the figment of our imagination?
Well, if I could physically
I mean-
touch him, I think he's probably real.
I mean, you have physical touch in your dreams.
Okay, how about this? Give me 10 minutes.
That's a weird thing to say about an unconscious body.
Yeah, well, they asked for it. I'll cast my identify.
Okay.
Give me a second. I will see.
I thought you said 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Petrie is looking over him, and he points at that flask which he's got, and he says, "What about that? Can we take that?
No.
Can we drink it?
No.
Come on. Can we put the mask on him?
Definitely not.
Oh. Petrie just walks away, scratching his nuts.
All right, so while Tacitus is casting his Identify ritual, which Tacitus, what does that look like again when you're doing it ritually?
I take the part of the plates from my armor that has the spell on it, and then I also pull out a pearl, and I use it sort of to focus the arcane energies. I don't feel like drawing an arcane circle around the guy, so I should be able to just use the two things to to perform the ritual.
So just kind of invisibly weaving the magic around.
Yeah.
Okay. So while he's doing,
when you're done with that, I wanted you to detect magic and possibly identify the flute and these potions I found. The remaining ones that appear to not be the same exact thing as these, but who knows?
So while Tacitus is casting this, what do the others think about Martha's claim about Baragon?
That he might be a figment of our imagination.
I mean, I would say it makes sense to me that if we're going to run across somebody who's just living out here in the Mournlands without any trouble, undeformed, that he might be some sort of monster pretending to be an ally of ours, a former PC.
It is.
I don't think Elmorn would suspect anything, honestly, but maybe he's just stupid, or he doesn't care. More like, I already lost my hair. What's the point living anymore?
Your daughter's not even going to recognize you.
Is his hair like still?
He had eyebrows.
Is his hair still around, or did it dissolve away?
No, it's still around. If he really wanted to, he could probably collect it.
Make a wig. Little eyebrow wigs.
It wouldn't be that vain, but if somebody else wants to collect them, that's cool.
If anybody wants to do that, successful dexterity check will allow you to get a good portion of the hair, if you were so inclined.
I feel like it's something that Colmar would do. Try and clone me or something.
Poof, he just appeared out of nowhere.
I will collect them in case Colmar wants to clone him. -2, that's an 18.
All right, you get pretty much all of it.
Wait, +2, that's a 20.
Wait, that's not a saving throw.
Oh, damn it.
So Tacitus, you finish casting the Identify spell, and you are suddenly overcome with the magic coursing through this man's body. So give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Never fucking simple, is it? Never simple.
I will give you Elmorn's +2 bonus for his aura.
Okay.
So it just ends up being a normal save for you.
All right.
Quick question: Did we regain any health over our nightmarish rest at all?
You gain half what you normally would. So
did you already mess with my character sheet, or should I do that?
No, I haven't touched your character sheet.
Oh, okay. So sorry, say that again. I gained what?
So you regain half what you normally would. So if you have 100 hit points, normally is your max, and if you had 50 hit points left for your long rest, outside the Mournland, you would go up back to 100.
Yeah.
In the Mournland right now, you would get 75 because you get half of the 50 that you'd normally get.
So whatever's missing, I only gain half of that?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And Ivar briefly...
Wait, really quick. What about spell slots and same thing? What about my features?
Right now, you guys have gained back all your spell slots.
Okay. And then like features like
but I will say for the spellcasters amongst you, you do feel like it was more of a struggle to regain your, let's call it, magical composure.
What about like Divine Sense and Lay on Hands, those kind of features?
You only get back half your Lay on Hands.
Okay. Well, I only used 2 points of it, so go back to full.
Yeah, you get all one.
Get one. Okay.
Ivar lets out a scream, but says nothing.
Wait, what?
Ivar briefly screamed, and then he's just like rubbing his hands now on the couch, on the back of the couch. He realized that he got all the hair up, and then he's like, what about his pubes?
Be honored to touch those pubes.
There. So Tacitus, what was your whiz save?
I got a 17.
All right. So
Is it sufficient?
it is sufficient. You feel this magical backlash. It's enough to put you on your ass, but otherwise you're fairly unhurt. You see the magic kind of is like, you see it mostly in his arm. And then from his arm, you see this magical energy like completely covering his arm, most of his forearm. And then it seems to spread like a spider web or like a network of veins that kind of courses and crisscrosses all through his body, with the threads and the branches becoming sparser the farther away they get from the arm. And from that, you sense that the magic within that is very similar to some degrees as the magic of the Mournland that surrounds you.
Okay. I need to figure out how to harness this. Do this myself. Do I get a sense that do I get some sort of understanding from it? From the identify?
Well, as your like your eyes kind of clear and you're seeing returns, you see the aberrant dragon mark pretty prominently over his arm. And it pretty much matches up with like the traces of energy until they seem to disappear under the skin and are no longer visible, to the point like further up on his arm.
So he's got a dragon mark that's keeping him sane, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely not one of the classic dragon marks, the 12 true dragon marks. So your guess is it's an aberrant mark.
Okay.
Oh.
What does that tell me exactly? I'm not familiar.
They're bad guys, aren't they?
Everybody can give me a history check.
Ah, fuck.
-2.
Yep.
1, not natural.
It's not a history saving throw.
Oh, that's a good one. I got 19 with the -2.
I got a 7.
Oh god, I hope Peter's the one that knows.
13.
I got a 21.
All right.
Damn it.
So Petrie and Ivar would get this. So I'm just gonna write a quick message to you guys.
While he's writing the message, I had my D&D weekend this last Saturday.
Oh yeah, the super session. How'd that go?
We played D&D for 14 hours.
In a row?
We had like maybe 3 breaks that were like half an hour to 45 minutes each. So
Was it for charity?
no, we drank all day though. Surprisingly didn't get very drunk. Probably just because I was pacing myself so much. But it was a lot of fun, but it was very tiring. I was tired on Monday. We had the session on Saturday, and I was still tired on Monday.
I'll believe it.
Well, presuming it was 14 hours, that means even if you started in the morning, You're still going late into the evening.
I also didn't sleep very much because I was doing like last minute planning Friday. So I was up until like 3:30 on Friday, and then got up at like 8:30. So I had like 5 hours of sleep. Went hard for 14 hours, drinking all day, and like playing a bunch of different characters and shit. And then DMing, and then stayed up that until like 1:30 playing, and then didn't get to sleep till like 2:30 probably. And then woke up at 8:30 again. So yeah, it was a lot.
Did you finish your campaign?
Yeah, I made sure I had to like cut some of the content to fit it in.
Oh wow!
But we did it. Basically, I kind of like squished the last two boss fights together into like one big fight. That kind of saved some time. They were really fun to play with. Have you met my friend Matt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hafner? Yeah. You were at the house. So Hafner was playing. He was a warlock. He named his dark god or whatever, his benefactor. He named him after me. Called him Anu instead of Ano. He was trying to convert every NPC to believe in Anu. It was pretty cool. But anyway, sorry.
No worries. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Reminds me.
All right, so I sent you guys the message. That got it.
Oh. So guys,
So you guys see Tacitus casting his ritual, and suddenly a kind of flash emitting from his focus, his arcane foci, and he's suddenly knocked to his ass and trying to blink away some kind of vision or blurriness from his eyes. And then he mutters something about an aberrant dragon mark.
yeah, Petrie like turns around from the other side of the room and he's like, "Oh no. It's probably best we throw him outside."
We are not throwing Tacitus outside.
What do you know?
Aberrant marks are evil, guys.
Are they?
Like an evil or actual evil?
They're more like getting a disease. They can corrupt. They're not evil in and of themselves. You're unlucky if your kid is born with one, though.
Yeah, normally they're killed.
This guy seems all right.
Yeah.
He hasn't tried to kill us.
Yet.
As long as he doesn't do whiplash damage, he's all right by me.
Well, he probably does. Have you seen those tentacles?
Wait, what?
He does all the whiplash damage.
Did I miss something else?
No. There were no tentacles. He used a water whip.
Oh, right.
No, it was definitely a tentacle.
I remember a water whip.
It did water whiplash damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. All right, he must die. My only weakness.
Resistant to all damage, but take double damage from falling and stuff.
What?
That would make sense with egg.
You know?
If thrown off a wall, dies instantly.
Like Humpty Dumpty.
Yep.
So there's just because he has an aberrant mark doesn't necessarily mean he's evil. It just means he's
Corrupted in some way.
yes.
Corrupted by what? I don't know.
Well, you're corrupted right now too, as we all are.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any reason to sentence him to death just because he has a dragon mark on him.
Yes, we should put him on trial.
Okay.
Does anyone?
I think we can agree. I will play the part of his lawyer. You have no evidence to sustain this trial. Case dismissed.
What? Well,
let's I'll
he
tell you
could
what.
be.
Let's get into a circle and we'll all pinch each other to make sure we're all not all asleep still.
Wait.
And then we'll wake him up.
Well, wait. If we really don't trust him, why don't we just restrain him?
He hasn't actually done anything to make him seem untrustworthy.
Well, if we don't trust, if our companions are saying that he's untrustworthy by virtue of having this mark, perhaps we should restrain him and question him.
Oh, don't forget, you're also out of breath.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all right here. If he tries something funny, we just fuck him up.
And
we restrain him, and we don't have to try anything funny.
He has apparently run into your daughter once or twice, so he can at least lead us to where he's met her before.
And he did save me, but maybe this is all a ploy to get us all to like him, and then he'll kill us because he's actually a lichen.
Again, instead of throwing him out or killing him or anything like that, all we have to do is tie him up.
Has anybody seen Malcolm in the Middle?
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I don't know.
We're gonna find a clip. Hang on.
I mean, I just work here. If you guys want to tie him up, that's on you. I feel like he's going to be a little less cooperative if he wakes up in bondage.
How about if he wakes up in crystallized rain?
Yeah, granted, less cooperative if he's dead. But there's a scale of cooperativeness.
I represent the happy middle ground.
So Tacitus, I have these remaining potions in this flute that may or may not be magical.
Really? You were supposed to me. Because I'm black too. You guys are racist.
I didn't even realize that. It was only when you were talking that I was like, oh yeah,
Our resemblance is uncanny. I'll take a moment and I guess I'll identify the remaining potions.
Okay.
I'll let you guys figure out what the hell you want to do with the guy. My vote is for don't restrain him. Just fucking wake him up. He'll be fine.
So for the flutes, it doesn't appear to be magical. The other potions definitely have some kind of magical aura about them. But the complexity of the magic within them makes it difficult for you to really get a good grasp of how to define what they are or their powers. You have a sense that they may be abjuration in nature of some sort. Give me an Arcana check.
You fuck action point. This fucking nat 1 bit bullshit, man. Come on now. Oh shit. 11. little bit better, I guess. Elmorn is nearby. Yeah. Oh wait, this isn't a 16 then.
That's good enough. I'm gonna send you a little bit of the.
I think the important information that we really need is it going to attack us if we unstopper it?
Now that we've seen water whip tentacles, it's most likely that Zerchiklik is in that little flask, so maybe we should throw that outside.
Wait, flask?
What?
Here's a flask on him.
Oh.
Yeah, there were no tentacles, by the way. Still no tentacles.
Right.
I don't think so.
Listen, I've been up close and personal with these damn tentacles with Zerchiklik. No tentacles there.
All right. Well,
Do we know anything about like what about dragon marks? Is there any way, or do we know anything about like transferring essence of dragon marks? If such thing is even possible for like aberrant. I know like people are born with them, but is there it?
Well, no. So that's people are not born with dragon marks all the time. People can manifest dragon marks later in life as well. It's more like you're more likely, at least because all of you have some understanding and awareness of true dragon marks. You know that a true dragon mark is more likely to manifest on somebody that is within a particular bloodline, and family lines that both share a chance to manifest the dragon mark. Offspring of those lines are more likely than even those others to manifest a dragon mark. So there is some hereditary component to it, although not all true dragon marks manifest within those families. And they seem to stick to certain racial profiles. So, for example, you're never going to see anybody carrying the House Cannith mark of making outside of humans. No creature other than a gnome can possess House Civis's mark of scribing. There are some examples of humans and half-orcs manifesting I think it's House Thrashk's mark of the I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But so there are some marks that can be carried between by several races, but not many. The mark of finding is House Thrash.
Okay. Now, if I rubbed myself, like my arm against Baragon's arm, would I be able to have enough? Would I be able to? Well, that's what I'm going to do. Martha doesn't really know much other than what people just said about aberrant dragon marks, so he's going to try to. He can tell that this is obviously something that has helped him, so he's going to try to like rub his arm on his arm.
Okay. So you guys see Martha begin to get down on his knees and awkwardly position his arm next to the lying arm of Baragon and just begin rubbing.
You guys had concern about me down there. Be careful.
I will say,
by the way,
Ivar. I will say, Martha, you notice the roughness of his dragon mark. It kind of feels like a mix between a callus and a raised birthmark.
If you catch corruption, we're gonna have to throw you out with him. You know that, right?
this corruption is what's allowing him to currently live. So I'll take it over this.
Yeah, also, I don't know that the man with crabs should really be talking to other people about how they might catch something.
Yeah, you're right. He puts his hand back down in his pants.
It might be better if we like grafted it onto you than just rubbed up against it. Not that I'm saying we should, but if you wanted it to be effective.
Oh yeah. I was going with the Washington facial box.
I can't understand a word he's saying anymore.
I got nothing.
I was going with the less invasive option.
Yeah, I'll hand the stuff back to Ivar and say the flute's worthless. These, be careful of these bottles.
Ivar looks hurt when you say the flute's worthless.
Tass is probably oblivious to that fact, so. And yeah, be very, very careful of these potions, yeah?
Fine.
Seems like they have more of that's what we fought, but a different nature.
All right. And I'm just going to kick Bellathorn, whatever his name is.
Farragon.
All right. You kick Farragon, and it kind of like, well, where do you kick him?
I guess just like in the side. Like, not super hard, not trying to break a rib, but trying to wake him up before somebody decides to throw him outside.
So Farragon jerks, and he kind of like wearily like holds his head and looks up and says, he's like looking around. He sees Ivar now fully clothed. Or are you?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
There was some casting of spells last time at the end of the last session during which I got dressed, put my armor on, scraped a little bit of the grease off.
So he looks around and says, "What happened?
We won. So are we gonna stay here, or are we gonna go find this angel or whatever, Lady of the Mist?"
Is it still raining?
Yep. He says, putting his giant couch cushion on top of his head. Tightening the screw.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened last session. I know. Ivar made a new creation.
Okay.
It's a couch cushion affixed to my head to protect me from the rain.
Does it work?
Haven't tested it yet.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's better than not having a couch cushion on your head, rest of you guys.
I'm gonna go start breaking off some of the glass from the door and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's probably gotten a pretty good lexicals there.
Yeah.
Everybody, give me a perception check.
Come on, fucking
1 not natural.
14.
10.
Plus 18. 16.
Did anybody get higher than 16? Featuring message coming your way.
Lovely.
Squirrel.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I would point out technically he did say, and we have heard from elsewhere, that the lady in the mist comes to you when you're in trouble. What could get us in more trouble than going out in the rain?
All right, son.
Seems to me like it's more like trouble that we can't control.
Oh no! There's something underneath us, guys. There's something. There's an earthquake. Has to be an earthquake or an earth golem.
Does anybody do we feel and do we feel anything? Do we feel like the earth shaking or?
Well, first of all, do any of you take Petrie seriously?
I do.
I mean, if he would say that, Marthal would still at least like verify his surroundings.
Right.
I'm gonna hop up on the couch as I was right next to it and like pull a cushion over top of me and hide.
I would likely just stand there looking at him sort of incredulously, but it would be still enough that maybe I felt something. I don't know, but
give me a stealth check, Ivar.
This is my jam. 22 with the -2.
Oh yeah, you look exactly like the couch. No. Suddenly, everybody's like, "Wait, where'd Ivar go?" So,
hey, Ivor, you dropped your hat.
You guys, as Petrie brings your attention to it, you do notice there's kind of a slight rumbling to the floor, and with each rumble, it's preceded by a muffled crash, like a shattering, maybe, or it's some kind of loud sound. And it
outside.
Well, it's hard to tell. It's coming from the general direction, though, of where the room where Ivar was sleeping. So it's not in the house, but it's definitely coming from outside in that direction. And there is, although it's heavily covered in layers and layers of glass, there is a window in that room.
I will quietly, without stomping or anything like that, as best as possible, go and look out the window. And with not being apparent, like, what's going on?
And you will hear a muffled, what it is.
No idea what he just said.
What about the rest of you as Tacitus is going to the room to look out the window?
Petrie's like in the main room. He's looking out one of the windows there with his hands in his pants.
Of course. And Baragon, he says, "Guys, don't get too antsy. We're safe here as long as we stay inside the house. I've never seen any predators ever approach this area, especially not during the rain." Meanwhile, Tacitus, I'm gonna send you what you see, because it's gonna be more fun for me for you to describe it to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, this is gonna be good. 100%.
Never comforting to hear the DM say that.
God damn it. The fuck, man. How big? Like, are we talking here exactly?
I'll email it.
I mean, you say giant, but like...
Elman, what do you plan to do if we just find the body of your daughter?
This is definitely an interesting time to bring that up.
Wait, what? I would probably want to take her out of here and bury her.
Do you know of any way to move a spirit into a body?
I don't think Elmorn would know that.
So you all notice that
Sounds like
the rumbling and the muffled crashing is getting louder and more prominent.
What's going on?
I would ask Baragon.
What would you ask Baragon?
What is that noise?
Guys, we need to move.
I don't know. I've never heard of anything like that before.
How big is that umbrella?
It is roughly, I don't know, 4 feet in diameter. Could probably comfortably hold 2 people underneath.
I don't know if we have that much time. Unless
Do we hide?
Unless we can look, something very big is heading towards us right now. Unless we can leave or distract it, make it go somewhere else.
Ivo's going to crawl out and say, "Why don't we grab a mattress, and the rest of you who don't have pillow hats can run under the mattress, holding it over your heads."
I'm afraid that we'll just get chased.
How do you know that this thing is coming here?
Because I saw it.
How did
What
you?
is it?
What is it? Baragon looks concerned, and then he runs to the room.
It's bipedal and bigger than the house. Yeah.
Does it know we're here?
I don't think it cares.
So you hear from the other room, Baragon go, "By the sovereign host,
What do they have to
run!"
Run? Okay.
We gotta get out. We gotta get out.
Well, it's a good time to test my hat.
Yep. Petrie runs into the room and grabs a mattress.
Martha's gonna look for something that he can use to as a umbrella replacement. Really quick, is there like a frying pan?
That'd be a big frog pan.
I once used a griddle to shield myself from rain. So
That rain wasn't turning you to glass.
no, it wasn't.
Your hand's gonna get stuck holding that thing to your hand. You're just gonna have a frying pan glued to your hand.
I mean, I'm assuming that we're like kind of rushing, so it'd be like whatever the first thing or first couple things you would see to provide potential cover.
Give me since this is a quick check, you need perception.
I gotta start rolling another die. This is 11.
All right.
So I guess the first quick thing I'll do is grab something small, cast light on it, and throw it out of the door, like away from us.
Wow.
Good idea.
I'm rolling story dice to help me figure out what you can find. Okay. So here are the three main things that you find. You find a child's toy tiara, a some kind of stick, maybe was used as a toy magic wand.
Every little bit helps.
And something that you guys hadn't noticed before, but a gnomish design grandfather clock.
Oh. I so would have turned that into a hat if I had known.
It was stashed in a closet.
Yeah, it wasn't working, so that's why they put it in the closet. There is also the other mattress.
I'll grab that little tiara, cast light on it, and whip it out of the door. Just send it sailing.
All right.
Maybe it'll catch the thing's eye and it'll follow it or something.
All right. You guys, at this point, the crashes are deafening. They've gotten ridiculously loud. They're pretty close to right outside the house. You're hearing whatever this is. It is smashing these buildings around you to pieces. And considering they're structures that have been just covered in massive mounds of glass, this thing must be incredibly strong to be doing it.
Is the bird coming? You threw that thing out there. I assume you were summoning the bird.
I'm just trying to draw the thing away.
And I'm going to give Elmorn my elemental air vessel to help with his breathing so he can run.
All right. That will definitely help him keep up with you guys. Actually, that's a pretty clever use of that thing. Ivar, you get an action point for that.
Now I just turned to Baragon. Quick, tell us the secret of surviving in this damn place.
Well, right now it's running, and then he grabs the umbrella, and he kind of takes a few steps to look over at this thing, and you guys can just see his eyes go wide, and he says, "I can fit one other with me. We gotta go now."
Martha climbs to him and just like hugs him.
I don't think he can carry you.
I got an error message for whatever you said.
Yeah, me too.
Comes up for me for some reason. Oh, it's probably just because it's linking back to my Gmail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Petrie's got the mattress. Martha and Baragon are together. Ivar's got his hat. Elmorn has a breathing apparatus.
Thanks.
So Elmorn and Tacitus, quickly, what are you guys thinking?
There's the image of what
Protect
it looks
yourself
like.
from the
at the bottom.
elements.
Is it raining heavily?
Yeah, it's a downpour.
I construct another rag shelter like I did in the desert.
Unfortunately, there's not enough time for that.
Let's just hold out a blanket and start running.
There is a blanket you can find. Yeah. Each of you can find a blanket because there's 2 rooms and 2 beds, so there's 2 blankets. One of them are made for little people, though, because it's
just one blanket, and we hold the short corners, the short ends, leaving long ends so we can run side by side.
I open one of the portals with my extendo halberd, and I jump through it.
It's 30 feet away.
True. We could always go back to the handsome mansion and rest.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I just go back to the See you guys.
I'm sure that'll work.
Well, okay, so I'll just look to Baragon. Where is the edge of town where it won't be raining?
I have never bothered to try that, to look to where the edge of town is when it rains. I mean, I see where the glass ends, but it may rain beyond that, and the rain may be normal, or it may be a little bit before, and it doesn't, and there's not necessarily clear boundaries.
Keep it concise here, man. Come on.
I don't know. But
where's the edge of the glass? Where's the closest edge of the glass?
And he points that way.
Okay, let's go that way.
Wait a minute.
How far away is that?
Yeah.
Petrie sees the pointing and he says, "All right, see ya," and he runs out with a mattress over his head.
It's about
probably best. Probably best.
It's about 200-300 yards.
All right. Well, hold on now. Let me convert that to feet. 300 yards. That's a huge difference, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, it's about 2 football fields worth.
That's a difference of about 300 feet.
Running away.
So that's about 180 meters for you, Pete. For you, Brendan. And it's actually 2 American football fields, not football fields.
Soccer.
Wait, convert that into Australian football field.
and don't forget, you have to take into account the fact that a Aussie field is round.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And it's upside down because it's on the other side of the earth.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's flat.
All right, so we got Brendan with a mattress, or Petrie with a mattress, Martha with Baragon, Tacitus and Elmorn are sharing a blanket, and Ivar has his hat.
Well, I was going to ask, how committed are we to running away?
Petrie's already left.
Okay.
So if you want, you can do an exploratory kind of taking the blanket out and kind of look to see what you're facing.
Well,
I'll do that.
I don't know if it's I was maybe gonna cast haste on myself to run faster.
Ooh.
That would be good.
And then dash to try and get the fuck out. But
yeah.
I didn't want to waste a 3rd level spell slot if we're just gonna turn around and fight this stupid thing.
So I will say, are you going to do an exploratory look?
I'll look.
What it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you see is an absolutely massive, and when I say massive, it's bigger than any of the buildings in town. Bipedal vaguely bipedal mass of glass full of bodies, smashing everything in its wake, walking around like Godzilla walking through tissue paper.
All right, I cast haste on myself.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a 5-minute break real quick.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And then we'll get back
Oh
to
boy.
God.
I am waiting for everyone to realize that Ivar's way slower than them, so the haste is just going to put.
Oh yeah, Anna will be moving at 180 feet per second or per round.
Yeah.
Which is going to have its own interesting effect.
Oh God.
That's why I gave you the magic breathing device.
Thanks.
But maybe he'll make like a tunnel in the glass for everyone else to run through.
Oh, shit.
What's wrong?
My computer's battery is dying, and we all remember what happened last time.
I got to see you in a really cool pose.
Yeah. It's a good thing I got a chance to prepare spells, because I prepared a spell just in case we had to make a run for it. So I hope everybody else can actually keep up.
Haste?
I'm pretty sure Ivar can't. Elmore and I just heard we'll be running at 180 feet per round. Ivar at 50.
Let's see here. 50. You got like a run and a dash, yeah?
Right.
Oh yeah,
25.
25 feet. Yeah. No, I prepared Far Step, which I'm going to rename it to Flash Step because it sounds cooler. But I can basically, as a bonus action, each round teleport 60 feet for a minute. That'll be handy. Run, dash, teleport.
Especially handy if you get stuck to the ground.
Yep.
You ready, Brendan? All right. So, everybody, roll initiative.
-2.
Wait a minute, you didn't say we were in combat.
It's not combat.
Yeah, 15.
9.
Fucking, what's up with me and fives today? Fuck. 9 total.
10.
Ivor, what was yours?
15.
15?
Yep.
All right. So first, this monster, as you guys are walking out of the building, it notices the light and begins to charge in the general direction of the light. Unfortunately, because this thing is so big, the general direction of the light is also still your general direction. All right, Ivar, you're next. What are you doing?
I'm going to move and then dash in the direction of the rain line.
Okay.
Although technically, to be fair, Petrie ran out like a minute ago. So he should be way ahead. Or stuck immediately outside, one or the other.
Who knows which direction he ran?
Ooh, a
His
squirrel.
Or he ran after being told the direction, so we know roughly where he's going.
All right, so Ivar, your little legs, as you begin running, are more easily caught in the glass than the others. And so I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Okay. It would have been a 24, but it's a 22.
So you're stumbling a little bit, but you're doing it with grace, and you're managing to keep your head up so that you're maximizing the coverage of your gnomish helmet. Pushing. Okay. All right. Martha, you and Baragond are basically moving at the same turn. What are you doing?
Did I get a chance to? Do I see this creature?
Yes.
No, or out. What's it? What's its description?
Okay. So everybody sees massive, vaguely bipedal figure of glass. It's taller and larger than any of the structures in this town, and it seems to be full of bodies. The bodies of you can only assume that it's the bodies of those that were captured in glass, because actually, Marthau, as you look around, you notice that all of the bodies that were frozen previously are now gone.
All right. So well, I guess Martha would just probably take a dash action and move as far as he can in the general direction that we're running towards the edge of the rain.
So actually, I think this is how we're going to do it. Roll a d12.
11.
Okay. So, you look back, you see the monster, and with Baragon, you kind of clutch each other tightly under the umbrella and turn to move. But you fail to see a glass-encased baby carriage just underfoot. and so that causes you to trip. So make an acrobatics check, or otherwise, let me know how you try to avoid this.
God damn it, Baragon. Shouldn't you know that's there? It's not like it's moved.
Now, since Baragon and I are like in this together, do we get to help each other?
On those cold, rainy days when you forget your rain jacket or umbrella, and
Damn cold.
I know what you were doing. You were looking to see the myth of walking versus running in rain.
Yep.
Is that what that was? I just clicked the link somebody posted.
Yep.
It was louder than I thought.
Yeah, I posted the link.
Okay.
And it is whether it's better to walk or run in the rain.
Yep.
Oh.
Good old Minute Physics. I've watched a lot of their videos.
So, in regards to that, I'll say in certain situations, it depends on the obstacle. In this situation, yes, you can get advantage.
Okay.
In some situations, it may be disadvantage or it may be no.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking of it like when you're doing that rucking drill and you're both like this and you're like using it to like help each other up. Didn't really help a whole lot. It's gonna be a 9.
Okay. So you stumble, and because you stumble, you have a moment where you're exposed to the rain, which causes some glass to form on your extremities and around your back. But helping each other between you and Baragon, you manage to do your best to just break through it and pull yourselves up before you can get stuck too bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you have some glass that's kind of forming around you at your feet. Then we got Tony or Tacitus and Petrie, whoever wants to go first.
Go for it, man.
All right, I'm off. I'm just running.
What are you running under?
The mattress.
Right, the mattress. So as you are holding that up, you're feeling some of the water kind of dribble down your arms, and you can feel your arms starting to be encased. Roll a d12.
D12. 8.
Oh, you sad half elf. So, as you start running, especially since technically you ran off first, you also seem to have caught Monster's eye. If you want, I will let you use a reaction to kind of look over your shoulder to see what it's doing.
It was a free reaction. Yeah, might as well. I look over.
All right. So it seems to throw something at you. Give me a dexterity or acrobatics check.
We're just as bad as each other. All right. Let's have a look here. So dexterity. 11. Oh, -2. That's 9.
Do you want to use an action point?
Yeah, I probably should. All right. All right, so this is a bit better. So, 15.
Okay. So the monster seemed to throw something at you, and a giant spike of ice lands right in front of you. But you're able to react quickly enough to and you kind of turn and avoid it and continue running by it.
Oh boy.
What was that again?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what I did. All right, Tacitus.
Yeah. Let's see here. Take a quick look at a couple things. Yeah, those aren't going to help me. I'm going to pull out a couple of daggers and like jab them into the one of the remaining cushions and hold them up over my head like that. And then because I have a Warcaster, I don't need like I don't need my hands to like. I can kind of just do this to cast a spell. I'm just going to start running, and then cast my my far step spell, and so I could teleport 60 feet as a bonus action. So it would probably take me like an action to like do the thing with the cushion. So my action the first round is going to be consumed doing that, I imagine, and then movement to dash or to move.
As you do that, as you're holding the cushions up, you're noticing your right arm struggling.
Yeah, fuck off.
Roll the d12.
D12. Okay. 4.
All right. You're good.
Yeah. So movement, teleport. Moving.
And then Elmorn.
So I cast haste on myself already, or do I have to do that now?
I'll give it to you.
Okay. So I'm running like a motherfucker. I'm trying to keep my breath with the apparatus.
Are you covering yourself with something?
Nope. I'm just running.
Oh, you're gonna die, dude.
180 feet per round. You think I'm gonna die? I'm faster than the rain, boy.
You're running into.
All right, so
about this?
you're not using anything.
Huh?
Oh, okay, so you got your shield.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And you're holding the shield up over your head.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d12.
Oh God. Lower better?
Ones are the best.
Oh, this is dynamic. It's gonna change up.
Okay.
Oh.
You guys won't be able to figure it out.
I got a 2.
All right. So
You die.
no, for the most part, your plan works, but there's one thing that you've forgotten. Because you are moving so quickly forward, you're displacing water and rain in front of you more quickly than you are over you. And so while your shield is over you and protecting you for the most part, your face and your front parts are fairly unprotected.
I'm protected by faith. Faith in God.
I don't think they help here.
And because I lost all my hair, I'm more aerodynamic. So I'm moving even faster. I'm actually 100. I'm going at 185 feet.
We should have put that coat of fresh wax on the back of the house.
So Elmorn, give me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
You don't get many of these.
Action point. Action point.
Oh, wow.
I rolled the same number twice. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Did you get it again?
No, I got even worse.
That's right. They start low, then they get higher.
He's got to use one more.
Action point.
Damn.
I don't want to die. Whew, okay. 18.
He used 3 action points for that.
Yeah.
Should
All right, so the good news is you haven't collected enough glass to stop you outright. The bad news is you've still collected enough glass to slow your movement down to half of what it normally is. And on top of that, your eyes are frozen open and covered in glass.
Better than being frozen shut, I guess.
We'll see.
No.
I'm making glass spectacles. So, okay. I spent like 3 action points, and I'm not an idiot. Would I adjust my shield to start, protecting the front of me? Or protecting what needs to be protected?
Give me an intelligence check.
So maybe I am.
I know Anno is smart enough. Let's see if Elmorn is smart enough.
His faith will carry him through.
Didn't you watch the Minute Physics video?
I got a 13.
All right, that's good enough. I'll give it to you.
Yes.
So yes, you do realize, oh shit, I'm actually collecting just as much rain in the front of me as I am over the top of me. So you know that you can adjust your shield slightly so it's kind of up at an angle to kind of maximize your coverage given your speed. Give me another intelligence check.
Oh, fuck. Oh, baby. I think it should be a charisma check. Charisma is really my, it's the strength of my convictions that carry. 16.
All right. You do know that you're going to slow down significantly, and so you're going to have to adjust a little bit more up because you're not going to be moving as fast, so you're not going to be displacing as much. So you can make that adjustment.
Okay. Wait a minute.
All right.
You might also remember that I was able to use that apparatus I gave him to create a gust of wind that lasted for a minute because I was blowing everything around with it. I don't know if that's recharged yet, though, because it recharges at dawn. I don't know when dawn is in the Mournlands.
Nobody does.
We'll say that's been recharged. But you gave it to him, but other than breathing through it, I don't know if you told him how to activate it.
No,
and
he'd
he's
have
so
to.
far away from you.
He'd have to have seen me do it. I don't know how far away he was when I did it last time.
I would say, unless I roll another intelligence check, I probably don't know.
Yeah, we'll keep it more interesting this way. No, you can make another intelligence check. We'll see if you can remember.
Nat 20.
Yeah. You do recall exactly how he did it. And for some reason, you think that it's weird that you made a note at the time that maybe that'll be important. All right, so the monster stomps forward. Marthau is right in his crosshairs, and the thing is like stomping down, crashing glass everywhere. So, Marthau, give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's not bad. That'll be a 14. And I'm gonna use Ben Luck as a reaction, and reduce it by, or increase it by 5. So it's a total of 19.
Ooh, nice. All right, so you would be taking 15 piercing damage, but instead you're taking half.
I'll take it.
And the monster is like right on top of you. All right. Ivor, you're up. Then Marthau, and then Petrie.
More of the same. I dash and then move.
All right.
My one go-to thing in this kind of situation. Run.
All right. Roll the d12.
2.
All right. We're safe this round. All right. Then we got Marthau, Petrie, and then Tacitus.
Run.
Just keep running.
So Marthau.
Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna keep running. Yeah, so it'll do a dash. Is that going to provoke an opportunity attack from this thing?
No.
So I'll dash and then run 30 feet. So I got my 60 feet. And let's see. I think that'll be it for now. Actually,
Okay.
you know what? I'm gonna use an action point to turn around and cast Phantasmal Force on the creature, because I'm exactly 60 feet away, so I'm still within range. And I'm going to craft an illusion of a bunch of glassed bodies as far away as I can make them.
Okay. So that's a wisdom saving throw?
It's intelligence.
Okay. Okay. You cast a spell. Are you sticking around to see its effect, or are you turning back around and running?
I mean, I've like ran 60 feet and I turned around and did it. So this is the end of my turn, but I would just be turning around and running.
Okay. So you'll find out on the monster's turn then how that works. Now roll a d12.
Too bad I only got this D13. I got a 10.
All right, you're fine. Petrie.
Right. I run. I double run. I run and I run again.
Okay. Roll a d12.
I got a 3.
All right, you're good.
Well,
Tacitus.
he's just stacking up. Something bad's happening.
I'm probably ahead of Ivar, right? Ivar and Marthau?
No, because you only got the 60 feet off.
And a run.
So,
and a movement. So I figured action
right now,
to,
I have you.
action to do this.
I have you about.
And
I
then
have you about even with Martha right now.
Okay.
Well, damn.
What about Ivar? Ivar.
Ivar is just ahead of you, but barely. I'm not doing these precisely based on your movement.
Sure.
Either. Just FYI, they're kind of like made up on the go chase rules.
All right, then. I'd like to then, and let's see here. This is an action, right? Yeah. Since Ivar is slow, I'm going to move up to Ivar, grab him, and cast Thunder Step, which lets me teleport 90 feet. Pretty sure it's 90 feet. Yes, 90 feet. That also does like thunder damage right there near me.
All right. So what's the thunder damage?
I can roll that. Hold on. Okay, that's pretty good there. And then one more. Okay, 19 thunder damage.
All right. Is there a saving throw with that?
It's a con save, yeah.
All right, Petrie, go ahead and make a con save. Petrie was right there too.
I didn't know that.
Sorry. But yeah, Petrie was just ahead of Ivar.
Are we near Elmorn? Do I get another +2? Or a neutral 2?
Probably not.
No.
Oh, well. It's 18.
That's good enough to take half damage.
So Petrie got literally blown away by Tacitus's dust.
Woo!
So that makes an interesting, because they're just behind Petrie is that barrier of glass as well. So let me see. Yeah, that's gonna shatter. And then Petrie also make a dexterity saving throw as glass pelts you from the back.
This is my downfall. Here we go. Okay, so -3. That's 9.
All right, so you take 10 piercing damage.
This is gonna get old quick.
And the creature was distracted by the phantasmal force, but then it hears the thunder.
Yeah, well, you're 90 feet away from that now, so I'll put him down. Keep running, and I'll finish my movement, and then my bonus action teleports more.
All right.
Keep running. Good luck.
So, all right. So, let me give you guys a kind of brief order of movement right now, because you guys are all in way different places.
Yep.
So we got the monster back at the back, not too far from the monsters. Ivar. Petrie's just ahead of him. Then we have Elmorn, and then we have Ivar, and then Tacitus. So, so then Elmorn, or wait a minute, Tacitus, you just went, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Petrie, you went as well already, right? You did your run?
Yep.
All right. So Elmorn.
Why break tradition? Time to run.
If it ain't broke,
All
don't
right.
fix it.
So, and you're at half speed. So wait a minute, Tacitus, did I make you roll a d12?
You did not know.
All right. Before we go to Elmorn, roll a d12.
Sure. That is a 9.
Ooh, you're lucky. You're good. All right, Elmorn. So you're gonna keep doing your thing.
Yeah, also, I don't know if you remember, I have gusts of wind blowing around me or whatever from the machine.
Okay. So that's helping protect you a little bit from the wind, or from the rain, I mean. But your speed is halved from all of the running and rain that you did, since you are the only one that's unprotected. So that means that you're limited to 90 feet around now.
Okay.
So you're going to go up 90 feet?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that puts you about at Ivar's level. Or, no, I'm sorry. That puts you at about at Tacitus. That puts you at about Tacitus. And roll a d12.
Three.
Oh, you're lucky. You're good. All right. Now let me reset this. All right. So first we got the monster. The monster seems confused a little bit. It's kind of stopped, and it's kind of like rolling a little bit. And then in response, it does this weird kind of strangely graceful pirouette, launching shards of glass in every direction, but kind of up higher from the ground where you guys are. But you see it, and some of it kind of gets close enough to the tops of your head to kind of allow you to hear the whistle as it kind of passes over. And that seems to break whatever is going on, but it has not moved forward at all. It's only now getting itself back up to speed. Now we got Ivar.
Roll my d12. I'm moving forward 50 feet again. 8 on my d12.
All right, you're good. Martha.
Oh,
Is he asleep?
yeah.
Hey, there you are.
Yeah, I'm fading out pretty quickly.
Let's escape this village, man.
I mean, you guys can continue as long as you want, but I'll probably play falling asleep.
Do you have any spells that might help?
I was gonna cast on my turn. I was gonna cast warp reality on the creature, which will assuming it is normal to some extent. It reduces its speed by half, and it can't take reactions.
Doesn't that require you to be a part of casting a spell against it?
I did. And it's called Phantasmal Force.
But well, you already cast that one though.
Yeah, it says once per long rest when you successfully affect someone with a spell you cast. So it doesn't have to be the same turn. It just means that I have to use a spell to actually target to invoke it.
I think I'll let it go on, but I think the intention was that as part of casting of a spell that you would do that.
Oh, okay.
But I'll allow it.
All right. And then
give me a d20 roll with that.
Modifier?
No.
15. Or actually 13.
Okay. All right, and then are you doing anything else?
Yeah, so as a bonus action, so did people move forward? Where am I now?
Forward, yes.
So
you're
yeah,
still at the back.
I'm gonna move.
Petrie is not too far ahead of you. Everybody else is even at the front.
I'm gonna take my move action and my my action as a. Let's see. Does warp reality, does that count as a bonus or a where does that fit in?
And let me bring it up on the dice cloud and we'll see what it says.
It doesn't say.
What's that part of?
That's
it was.
What's that?
It's like a custom boon.
Okay.
Yeah, so the way that it's supposed to be used is when you successfully cast and affect somebody, you can use warp reality. So it's not like you can cast, like for example, if you cast magic missile and then a minute later you wanted to warp their reality, you couldn't do that. That's not the intention of the ability. It's supposed to be as part of the magic.
Sure. Oh, that makes sense.
And it's not an action.
Okay. So I was gonna then what I'll do is I'll use my move action and then my action is sprinting is dash, and then as a bonus action, who is within 60 feet of me?
Petrie.
So I'll use a mantle inspiration on one of my bardic inspirations. So Petrie, you get 5 temporary hit points, and you can use your reaction to move whatever your speed is.
Ooh.
Automatically, like right now.
Sweet.
All right. Martha, roll a d12 for me.
That's a 12.
Okay. So that's unfortunate. As you cast your warp reality effect, it seems to have a weird interaction with the glass, as it kind of creates this resonance within the glass that becomes audible. Once again, very similar when Tacitus cast magic within the glass. It creates this like kind of tong sound off of a tuning fork, and the monster seems to shrink, and as it's shrinking, you can see a wave of glass. No longer a monster, but it's like deconstructing, and now is becoming a swift-moving tidal wave towards you.
Oh, what the fuck? It's a transformer?
Transformers.
All right, so Petrie, you're up.
Oh, yeah, I run. Run so far away.
All right, Petrie, give me
D12.
Give me your D12 roll.
I got a nice 11.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh,
More tidal waves.
that's the transform one.
And all tidal waves do. God.
Actually, so strangely, you out of the corner of your eye, you see movement, and something is falling from the sky right towards your head. Give me a dexterity or acrobatics check.
These are my worst. I'm gonna use an action point. All right, let's go again. How does an 11 sound? I'm gonna sit with it. I'm not using more action points.
It's not great. So
Smack me.
what it is a oh god damn it, my computer is about to die. No, this can't happen.
What? This is a great cliffhanger ending. What happened to Petrie?
Not again.
Will Petrie survive the smacking?
One,
Find out next time.
2, 3. The world will never know.
I just picture the end of the episode is Petrie looks up and gets like the horrified look on his face, and then to be continued.
It's like that scene in the Two Towers when Pippin is like rolls over on his back and the horse is coming right at his face.
Right. And for some reason, his hands are magically untied.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I bought myself some time, but not much. So anyways, what happens is Petrie is hit right in the face by a glass bird. There's some kind of poor bird happened into the storm and fell from the sky.
Summoned by the light spell.
Pace. So Petrie, you've taken 7 damage, and give me this time a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving -1, 14.
right, that's good enough. You don't fall prone from getting hit in the face by a big old glass bird. But you're gonna feel it in the morning.
You just Fabio'd that shit, man.
It's got fucking black-eyed by a bird.
Like Fabio did on that roller coaster.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Oh yes, that did happen to him on the roller coaster.
Yeah, Fabio's on a roller coaster. He got hit in the face by a bird.
What?
Yeah, it was years ago.
It like broke his nose.
Wow.
All right, Tacitus, you're up.
There's not really anybody near me, right?
Elmore.
You are almost in a dead even with Ivar and Elmore.
Well, he took off after he dropped me off.
Yeah, I did.
He should be way ahead of me now.
Yeah, because I still had my regular teleport left. Because I did my thunder step with Ivar, and then I did my normal far step. Normal.
Yeah, no, I include that. You're in the same ballpark. You might not be exactly right next to each other, but you're in the same tick mark.
Just checking to see if there's anybody that I could pick up.
Yeah, if you wanna, you could pick up Ivar or Elmore.
Well, I had to go back for Ivar.
You're within the tick mark, so you're fine.
But in our headcanon, he'd have to like turn around after running off and run back.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. So you're slightly then at the head of the pack.
Okay. Because if I were to pick up Elmorn and use my thunder step again, I'm not gonna blast Ivar, am I?
Oh yeah, you're gonna blast Ivar and Elmore.
That's not my desire right now. Well, I'm saying, like, if I was gonna pick up Elmorn.
Sort of blast Ivar away.
Yeah. So I'll just fucking run, dash, and far step. I won't use any more spells unless I absolutely have to. So that's like 120 feet done there. Yeah, I'll roll that d12 now. How's a 4 sound? Uh-oh. I think he died. I think his computer crashed.
Oh, no.
That was the end.
Yeah.
The real question is, will he jump in on us again? I'll give him a moment.
Who was that?
That was me.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's back.
And you look different.
The lighting is very
Your
different.
camera. Oh, that's your phone, isn't it?
My computer has died.
Yep. We figured.
Yeah.
We can still see the other image.
Yep.
Yeah, you're still there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like off died. It's not. It's overwhelmed its processor at the moment because of the lack of power. So, what were you saying, Tacitus?
That I wasn't gonna blast anybody, and I was just gonna run move, dash, teleport. About 120 feet further, roughly.
Okay.
And I rolled a 4 on the d12.
Oh, you just outside that range. You're lucky.
I know I'm lucky. I have that feat.
I'm surprised you don't use that or more action points then.
Yeah, well, I was gonna if it became necessary this time, I was gonna see if I could use it.
All right, Elmorn,
Hello?
what are you doing?
I would just run some more. Can I see an ending in sight at all?
Yeah, actually, you and Tacitus are really close to seeing the end.
How far is it?
Probably another round.
Like 30 feet?
It's one whiplash units far.
Yes.
All right, yeah, I'll just run.
All right, give me your D12 roll.
4.
You're just outside, you goddamn bitch. All right.
Have we seen Baragond?
He's
He's
Yeah,
with
it's
Martha.
with Martha. Yeah, it was Martha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen him. Got it.
No. All right. So, the monster, who is now a tidal wave of liquid, is close to overrunning Marthau and Baragond. So, give me, because you guys are working together, give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
I got 13. And I'm going to use my second bend luck to increase that by 6. So it's a 19.
Oh, okay, good. So the liquid seems to be just barely on your heels, but you are moving quickly enough to overcome it for now.
You got like
So,
fly or something.
Ivar, you're up.
All right, I'll roll a d12. 12. So I'm going to move and then dash and then use an action point to move again.
Okay. And you're good. The D12 did nothing for you. Well,
Me.
Yeah. Martha, you're up. This tidal wave is right on your heels.
So Martha is gonna run. His move is 30, and then use his action to dash again, and then I'm gonna use 2 action points to do a double dash. So, it just moved 120 feet total. So
Super Mario Kart Double Dash! Yahoo!
I'm right on the heels of this tidal wave. Martha, like, almost cartoonishly, like, ran then with Baragon, and then just goes.
He pulls a Roadrunner.
The Mario Dash.
You might have heard a meet.
Yeah.
If you were close enough.
All right.
And then how close am I to everybody else now? Because I was fairly far back.
You're pretty close. roll me a d12.
Oh, hold on. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Mantle of Inspiration again. So everybody within 60 feet of me gets 5 temporary hit points. And they can use their reaction to move their speed again.
All right. So that means Ivar, Tacitus, and Elmorn would all be able to move. And you guys are all potentially moving outside of the zone. But first, Martha, D12 me.
2.
Oh. You sorry son of a bitch. That's unfortunate for you. So the cartoonish burst of speed has unfortunately had the same effect on you as it did with Elmorn, in that you did not adequately compensate the parasol that you're using to protect you. And so much of your front has gotten encased in glass. Not so bad for you, really bad for Baragon. One of his feet are actually stuck pretty firmly in the ground, and his hand is clasped in a glassy grip upon the parasol. And your movement is reduced to half because of all the glass on your joints and weighing you down.
Okay.
Leave him behind. He's Otis. Just leave him.
You don't have to decide what you're doing this round, Martha, because now Ivar, Tacitus, Elmorn, you guys are all potentially finding safety with this new movement that Martha has generated for you. But each of you must first roll the d12.
Well, something's got to happen to somebody, I suppose.
5.
Can't make it easy.
Could I use an action point to just teleport out?
You still have to roll the d12.
Well, that's bullshit.
I rolled a 2. This was damage. I'd be pissed.
10.